Hey, what's up you guys, it's Dorothy and welcome back to my channel. In today's video we're going to go into chapter 22 of Lost by James Patterson. So let's get right into this video. This video may contain sensitive topics and foul language. If you do not wish to continue, I suggest you click off the video now. You have been warned. The talk with Lila went about like I expected it would. She said I was too suspicious. I told her she was too naive. In the end, she agreed not to go back to that club or any other ones Rostov owned. She also promised she'd check in with Anthony Chillo every couple of days while I was away. Chill told me that he'd keep an eye on things. When a guy like Anthony Chillo tells you he'll take care of something, you can be confident it will be taken care of. 2 days later, the kids and I were all on a KLM flight from Miami International to Amsterdam. The 2 youngest girls were next to me, and the other 4 kids were across the aisle, spread out over 2 rows in front of me. The man across from me asked if we were on some sort of school field trip. Some of the passengers looked relieved I wasn't sitting beside them. No one wants to be stuck next to a big guy in economy for 11 hours. The kids were not excited about going back to Amsterdam. Anika from Finland had told me she lived there with her mother, but her mother's drug problem had gotten so bad that she could no longer function. Once Anika's mother had gotten into the social services network of Holland, Anika had lost touch with her completely. 2 months ago, she learned her mother had died, and she decided to start fresh in the United States. She met a woman who promised to get her to America and said Anika could work off her debt once she got there. She had no other choice at that point. Joseph's story affected me deeply, maybe because I was so close to my sister. He had left Gottsling, Poland, with his sister Magda. While traveling through Germany, they were caught up in a protest of the European Union's refugee policy. They'd gotten separated in the crowd just as the police arrived. Joseph waited 4 days in Berlin, avoiding social services, hoping to find his sister. He hadn't had any success. Now she was all he had thought about. The younger girls, Olivia and Michelle, had essentially been tricked into coming to the United States. I didn't even want to think what someone had in store for them. I noticed Jacques fidget in his seat, then lower his head. I went over and knelt down by the 15-year-old Belgian boy and said quietly, "You okay, Jacques?" It's embarrassing. More embarrassing than me admitting I was the worst football player on my college team. That made him smile. Finally, he said, "I'm a little scared. This is my only second flight. This waiting is making me nervous. I wish we'd just take off." I glanced around, then said to Jacques, "Close your eyes and take a deep breath." He did as I asked. I said, "Now, think about the most exciting thing you can feel. Feel the excitement." A smile slipped across the boy's face. "What are you thinking of?" "A girl." I laughed. "A pretty one, I assume." "Beautiful. She's nice too." "Oh, is this a real person? Not some fantasy?" "She's real." "Who is it?" He didn't answer, then he blushed. "Jacques, you can tell me. You won't tell anyone or get mad?" "Of course not." "Who are you thinking about?" "Your sister." "Lila? She's 10 years older than you." 9? "Are you crazy telling me that? You said you wouldn't get mad." I smiled and snapped my fingers, fooled by a loophole that made Jacques giggle. The flight attendant announced that we would take off. I said, "Jacques, you okay now?" He nodded. "By the way, my sister can be a handful. You might have dodged a bullet by leaving town." He liked that. As I went back to my seat, I looked at the smiling Michelle and Olivia and pulled a deck of cards out of my back pocket. "How would you guys like to learn a counting game? It's going to be hard because of our language differences, but I think you'll like it." Olivia managed to say, "What game?" I smiled and said, "It's called blackjack." That is the end of this chapter. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.